Hello, Bumpy Big Squigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me here at The Freak Show as I continue with my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. Episode 11 is upon us, and we are in sneaky mode, and we're going to sneak on down to the jelly oozes. And it looks like we're about to do some combatual things to the jelly oozes. And it's going to be, well, I don't know if I'd say sweet nice, but it's going to happen.
Yes.
Things are going to be done. People are going to be like, yeah, and hopefully victory will be achieved. Whether that's true or not remains to be seen. However, battle is going to ensue. And we are going to go right up over here. And we are going to throw out the Holy Radiance.
Yes.
And I suppose maybe one of these?
Lava.
I'm here.
We're actually going to back up with her.
Indeed.
Because she is getting kind of mauled a bit. Everybody else seems to be doing fine. Come on, boys. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so everybody's doing well. And she could even probably throw some minor endurance. Heal. Ooh, we can actually... Okay. We can just get the kill and then be done with it, and there it is. So she didn't die, which is a good sign, because getting my wife killed, probably not super useful.
Well?
Probably not super useful for me staying alive and being healthy.
Of course.
That's for certain. Okay, it's that button. Yeah, alright, so what is this? There's a key, a gleaming silver key. Alright, so we will go there and use that. I think we'll have to use our one final rest before we go through the room too. Looks like our barbarian is pretty beat down as well. So Headhunter and Chimera are two rookie adventurers, not doing super hot. Not doing super hot. So we'll do one final rest. Hopefully this is the last rest we'll need before we complete this area. Otherwise, well, we're gonna have to head back up and use the inn, maybe? I don't know. I honestly don't know, but we're going to come here, we're going to use the gleaming silver key and go further in. Apparently. Doesn't appear that there are any traps here. There is a shadow that seems to want to murder our faces. Okay, we're just going to go and maul him to death with all of our people. And it looks like he did next to no... Oh, there he goes. Say next to no damage, but he actually got a little smacky smack up on our rogue. Sorry, our rogue. Our wizard, our mage. Definitely not our rogue.
Keeping an eye out.
Alright, the sconce isn't getting triggered, and I don't see anything else happening. We're getting a little bit deeper. We're going to do a quick save here. And we're going to continue on down the path. There are some jelly oozes ready to do some jelly ooze stuff. We'll come and we'll attack this way and this way. There seems to be a shadow ready to do some battlation as well. And I don't know exactly how to address this current situation, so I'm going to come over here. And we're going to hope that we can avoid a lot of nasty, vile stuff going on. Coming over here. Oops. I apologize, folks.
I'm here.
We will select her. We will do this.
Hey.
We will try to knock the shadow on his butt. Down he goes. And then the ooze is down as well. Excellent.
Yeah.
We shall get the rest of our people to probably maybe come over this way. Well, we're holding them back right there, so I feel like maybe we can just fire from back here and just do some damage.
How much? For you.
And maybe swap these two out? I don't know.
Leave it to me.
Can't quite make the exit. Actually, I think we've trapped ourselves in here a little bit. Yeah, it appears like that is indeed the case.
So much for you.
Alright, so when he goes down, we should be good. There we go. Oh, no.
No prisoner!
Alright, ooh, we're actually pretty darn hurt at this point. Let's throw a heal up on ourselves.
Yes.
And I suppose we could do that.
I need something.
priest spell there. We can
What
hit
is
him
it?
with that, and let's see, what else do we have? We have 4 spells up with this, and there's the attack and the victory. There we go. It's a little bit of hatred and pain and suffering, but overall, not too bad. We managed to pretty easily dispatch all of those. And yeah, combat worked out pretty well. It's weird because the combat is like so fluid. It gets a little confusing with this many people in the party, like clicking around, because it's kind of hard. Sometimes you have to zoom way in and whatnot, but it's so fluid that it's like, okay, everything is just working so well. It's kind of hard to decipher what's happening, because it's like, you know, everybody's doing their job all at once, and then you would think like a path like that you'd be able to fit 2 people side by side, but that wasn't the case. The still dark waters are reflective as black glass. Okay, we're gonna go into stealthy, sneaky stab mode. I guess we'll come down over here to this corridor. There seems to be some sort of switch, which totally isn't going to be bad in any way.
Well,
I guess I pull the switch. There's a screech of metal and a snapping noise as you pull the lever.
well, of course.
And what's in here? Another spiritual being! Yay! This actually looks far worse. It's actually a dead body there we have to go talk to. Alright. Let's take a look here. The light rises from the bones as you approach. You have a moment to register the faintest image of a standing figure. Features a blur of mist or smoke before the world tilts. Hold on one second, guys. Okay. Sorry, wife was messaging me again. That kind of freaked me out. It was like it actually appeared on my screen, which is weird. She's stalking me. Anyhow, it is as if you have stepped sideways and into a new life. You are racing down a flight of stairs, following a weaving circle of torchlight. Your own panting breaths are loud in your ears. Panic and your robes alike foul your steps, and you nearly stumble before a hand reaches out to grip your arm and steady you. A fellow acolyte who smiles encouragement as you reach the bottom. You run around and pass the shallow reflection pool that marks the lowest point of the temple, following the dark shapes of the older priests as they lead the way towards the narrow hall that leads to the vault. You pass one of the torchbearers as you go. The harsh illumination of the flames reveals a familiar face. For a moment your awareness spans time and identity, and you think Wertan has joined you here at the bottom of the temple. In the memory, he glances at you for a moment and then looks past at someone else. "I'll come back once they're gone," he says. You're being pressed along by the crowd, and his words are growing faint. "Just keep quiet. We can't take any chances." Inside the vault, golden relics gleam like welcoming stars. The memory twists, jarring you loose from one moment and plunging you into another like a flung doll. There is only darkness around you now. You think yourself blinded until the knowledge settles onto you like a cloak. The candles have all burnt away. You know now, too, with a sick certainty, that nobody is coming. There is a cracking noise somewhere to your left, a wet, slurping gurgle, and a ragged sob. You cannot see, and so you cannot know which brother or sister has fallen, and which digs after what water a body must provide. You hear, in the faint murmuring to your right, the familiar cadence of prayer, but you no longer recognize the words. You are too tired to do harm. The thirst is like fire within you. Your tongue is thick in your throat, and every breath is a struggle that leeches strength from you. There is a light, they said, at the end of every bout of darkness, but this one does not end. The spirit releases you, and you come back to yourself in pieces. Your vision clears, and the vault around you is revealed once more, cast in muted hues by the sickly illumination of the soul, still drifting like fading fog. Fear wafts off the spirit in waves, fraying at your own emotions. "I'm sorry, I hope you find some peace in the next life. Say nothing. What's to be afraid of? You're already dead." That lying bastard. I'll see he pays for this. Get away from me. Yeah, how about that? You feel a lashing coil of anger and fear from the soul before it floats downward to settle by the remains. It does not move towards you again. No matter how many times I see you staring off at nothing, it doesn't get less weird. Gather the remains, leave them where they're at. You spend a few moments gathering up what you can find of the bones of the priests. It proves a heavy and gruesome burden, but you manage to recover them all. Okay. A little disturbing. Hey, the place looks a little bit cleaner, which is quite nice.
I'll take care of it.
Alright, well, since we know how
Yes.
well the whole
course.
trap thing goes in here,
Let's
let's
keep quiet.
try to hopefully not blow ourselves to pieces this time. If at all possible. Alright, there's some silver coins there, and a locked chest.
Aye?
I believe he's the one with the mechanism skill.
Laying low.
So I'm going to
course.
try to get out of the way and let him go about his business. Ooh, very
How may I
nice.
help?
Ooh, a Gowan's share. And a pry bar. Effective for prying open certain types of containers, but not especially useful on doors due to the uneven, narrow distribution of its leverage. Who knew? Who knew? Well, I think we are going to loot all of these things. We're going to put that there, this here. And that looks like that's just about it for this area.
I shall.
I guess we will gather up the entire group
Well-
of folks,
Of course. What is it?
and we shall move
As
on.
you wish.
Also, I would like to see what the flail has to offer. Apparently we found a dart trap. That's something, I suppose. Let's see. We got a flail. The flail is a one-handed weapon. 10 to 15 crush damage. And we're rocking a 12 to 17. What does she have? She has an axe. 13 to 18. So the flail, not quite as impressive. Converts graze to hit. Draining, fine. Huh. Okay, so, alright. 30% of grazes converted to hits. That's interesting. 20% of damage restored as endurance. Ooh, that's pretty good. You know what? I actually think I will use that on her. There we go. So she can use the flail, and that leaves us with a one-handed axe now available. 12 to 17 slashing damage. Versus our 12 to 17 crushing. I would prefer... Well, I do prefer axes in general, but considering he's a paladin, And this guy's using 15 to 20. Yeah, there's no way. Alright, so we're good with what we have. Well, that's kind of interesting. What is this? There are faint scratches upon the brickwork by the hinges. This stand rocks unsteadily on its base. It seems that the mechanism is broken. It's a bit weird. Okay, whatever. Alright. Let's 2x it and get over here to this side of things. And it looks like we should probably have at least one more battle before we are done. But maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that was it. Nope, there's definitely one more battle. Alright. Oh, this Goldar King. Oh, crap. Okay. Alright.
Well,
The goal here is to swap weapons and to go in and tank him up.
hey,
Go tank you up. And I don't know what I'm going to do with you just yet. Move you there. Send you
Yes.
there. I'm going to send you right there. So let's see what happens. Okay.
Yes?
Let's throw this out.
Yes.
And let's throw Holy Meditation. Okay, that's fine. Halt, no. Blessing. Ooh, let's, yeah. Ooh, I like that. Why have I not been using these skills? I am such a fool.
Ixi.
Aye?
Okay, we're gonna back away from that.
still alive? I need...
There we go. And we seem to... Oh, gosh,
Yes.
we're getting wrecked by this right now. That's very unfortunate. We need to get a kind of a zoomed-in look here to see how we're holding up. It's not
Hey.
super great. Gonna move here with him. Barbarian's kind of getting wrecked a little bit. That's okay. It
Yes.
happens quite frequently, in fact. We'll throw a little bit of healing there as well.
Aye?
And let's see if we can't finish this guy off, shall we? I hope that we are able to finish. Okay, there we go. We'll come around over this way. Oh, yeah, down he went. That was kind of to be expected,
How may
I
I-
suppose. We'll Throw some more fun and the sun on him here. Attack didn't seem to really do anything. Wow, that actually hit pretty hard. Throw some more. Still not enough, and down he goes. Victory is ours! Ooh, there's something over there. Looks like our barbarian got back up, but hey, you know what? He did his job. He did his job. He actually did a decent amount of damage. I was watching him. He actually had a few decent hits there, so
As you wish.
I'll take it. We don't need to rest yet. In fact, I'm actually taking or Hammy Hampton is taking the biggest amount of damage there, so there is that.
Keeping an eye
Let's see if there's a trap. It doesn't look like it. We'll
All
use
right,
him
then.
to pick that up. Ooh, now that actually does something. Okay. We will probably end up putting that on our heads. Get rid of our feathered hat, which is kind of fun, but eh. Sorry guys, had to clear my throat there. Alright, let's take a look. That gives us of resolve +1 and perception. So yeah. Gonna go on my head, get rid of my frilly hat. Wonder who I should give the frilly hat to. I guess we can give it to our... That just doesn't look as cool without the like different colored feather. I guess that's fine. We'll go with that route. It doesn't look quite as flamboyant on him.
Well,
And we look pretty amazing.
Yes.
Let's take a look at us. Look at that. That's amazing right there. A little heavily armored dude rocking it.
well, as you wish.
I made the right choice switching weapons too. Alright, well, I think we've cleared this entire area, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did, so let's see where this takes us. It brought us up here. I don't know where here is, though. As you step over the circle of candles, you hear a rattling clunk from the wall nearby. A door slides open with a grinding rasp of stone. Oh, cool.
What is it?
And
Take
what's
care of
over
it.
here by all these candles, I wonder? The candles flicker gently as you approach. There is a gap above the altar lined with broken glass, where a mirror may once have been set into the wall. The candles are still burning, not bad for a dead god. What's this all for? Snuff a candle? Redemption. They've got this whole rite for when you come of age. They take you by the hand and you descend through the temple with your eyes covered, and that's supposed to be like a wicked life. They don't tell you where you are going. I was sweating like crazy when I did mine, he winks. They take you to that reflecting pool back there, and you're allowed to look at it so you can face your sins. Then you come out into this room, and they uncover your eyes again, and everyone's there to greet you, all your friends and family. It's like you've been redeemed. You light your candle, and it burns with the others. Never had a feeling better than that my whole life. Edir's eyes linger on the candles, and he seems for a moment to be a younger man. I think we should just leave. I think if we snuff a candle, Edir is going to get really
as
mad
you
at us.
wish.
So let's not do that. That seems like a real bad idea. Alright, instead, let's find our way back to... I guess over here. Alright, wait. I didn't loot something. Shame on me. A spider venom sac. Huh. Alright, our boys should be over here, and hopefully we're strong enough to deal with whatever's going on. Weirtan has done some bad juju gumbo, and he has to pay for it. He has to pay for it hardcore.
Greetings.
Weirtan smiles nervously as you approach. Think I've sorted out the worst of it. Arms hurting a little less. He hesitates. You were down there a while. Did you find anything? His eyes dart constantly about the ruins. You lied to me. Something you're nervous about? No, of course not. Just never good to linger around these places, that's all. Weirtan gives you a searching look. Did you find anything? You lied to me. What? Weirtan grins uncertainly. I was clear about everything, the risk involved. Is that what you mean? I did say there'd be spiders, and I'll pay you, of course, for the trouble. You and I both know what I saw down there, and what they told me. You're very nervous for an honest man. Something weighing on your conscience, maybe? Let's check our resolve here. Weirtan opens his mouth to protest, but something in your expression stops him. He swallows nervously and looks away. His voice, when he speaks, is small. How could you betray them? They trusted you. That place is full of shadows, spirits of those you killed. That's not... He eyes you fearfully. I didn't kill them. Right up until the end, You don't understand. I tried to help them. I did. Every day, every single day, I went to that temple and I warned them. I told them that they were playing with fire and that Raedric wouldn't be patient forever. And every time they'd shrug it off like I didn't know what I was talking about, like it wasn't costing me coming in to try and help them. I could have been arrested right alongside them. Oh no, my intellect is too low. So you killed them because they wouldn't listen? What happened? Raedric sent word he was going to have them arrested, drag them out, lock them up. They wouldn't listen. The Retrix said they'd be reborn if anything should happen, and she wasn't afraid. I convinced them to hide at least. They have that vault full of old relics, gold and such. I thought they could hide in there, and once the guards left, they'd have something to sell for passage out of Deerwood, back to Adir. But when I told the men that the priest had already gone, they ordered the temple sealed. I couldn't get in again. Ortan shakes his head. There was nothing I could do. Eddar's eyes are wide, disbelieving. Nothing you could do but tell someone. Get the town together. Organize a rescue. I'd have dug them out with my own hands if I'd known. They were some of the last decent folks left in this hole. Now, all we got left is people like you. You could have spoken up, told Raedric the truth. Why did you send me down there? Seems like those priests brought it on themselves. You abandoned them to save your own skin. Why did you send me down there? Because if Lord Raedric means to have the temple cleared, they would have found the bones eventually. They'd know I'd lied to them when I said the priests left, and I'd be hanged. Wirtan's shoulders sag. I don't know if Raedric would have killed them. Maybe they'd be languishing in cells now, but they'd be off somewhere in the Empire, and I'd have a night's peace. I told you the way of it, Wirtan says, his voice rough. I told you what happened. Guess it's your turn now to make a decision. It's not too late to make amends. If I ever see you in Gilded Vale again, you're a dead man. You're a coward, Wirtan, but that's no crime. Give me my money and get out of my face. You've escaped justice for a long time, but not today. I just want the money as promised. It's not too late to make amends. We'll be nice. Wirtan lets out a breath he was holding. I'm not sure that's true. It's been years now. What am I supposed to do? Bury their bones and try to lead a better life. Wirtan looks at the remains. He runs a hand through his hair, letting out another ragged breath. I can do that. I can. I'll lay them to rest and try and do right by them somehow. Thank you, truly, for what you've done. Giving me a second chance. I'll put it to good use. Yeah! Party gained experience, and nobody leveled up. And we got party experience and quest experience, and we didn't get any money. He did not give us money. He lied to us. Oh well, either way, we managed to clear the temple out, and that's pretty sweet. So we're more or less done with this town. I mean, we can probably head back to the inn, maybe restock on some supplies. But I mean, for the most part, we're kind of done. There was one or two places I haven't explored in town, so maybe we'll do that in the next episode. And we'll see where we can go from there. But that's pretty much going to do it for this episode, guys. We cleared out the remaining parts of the temple, and yeah, we found out that people seem to like to lie to us a lot. That's like one of their things that they do. So I'm going to head in here to the... Is this the blacksmith's? Where was the blacksmith? Where was this? The blacksmith. We'll head over here into the blacksmith. I'll see if I can't get some more supplies from... I don't know, the... Oh, you know what? I think there was... Yeah, there was something else I wanted to show you guys, and I hadn't done this yet. If you click on the people, you can actually converse with them. I can talk to Eddar. I hope that old Watcher's still there. Been years since I heard anything about him. What is it you want to ask this Watcher when we get to Caed Naut? Just some things about the past, about the war. I'd been thinking I'd missed my chance to find out what I wanted to know. That old Watcher, though, he opens up some new possibilities. I want to ask you something about you. If you're sure, what did you do before this?
Other than the war, I never strayed too far from where you found me. Farming, mostly. I was never much for cities. Never learned a trade. In my younger days, I thought I was going to go preach the word of Aethys. Just in our temple there. My parents encouraged it. I made so much trouble for them growing up. They used to say it'd be best if I got in good with the God of Redemption. Of course, us blowing him up probably didn't help my chances there. But if anybody'd forgive you for blowing him up, it'd be Aethys.
Okay, did the people of Gilded Vale really try to kill
They,
you?
they did. It was strange timing, because we just won the war. They celebrated when I came home. There was music and dancing. Trumbull used half his grain making this big honey cake. I still dream about that cake. Like having the best lover of your life, but only for one night. And they were all sorry to hear about my brother.
It's kind of funny. That sounds like my wife. She's really, really into food and sweets and things. Like, she's a foodie, so she has to be careful that she doesn't just eat herself to death, because she could very easily let that get away from her. But, yeah, she really enjoys food. Like, when we go to Florida on vacation, it's foodcation. She's like, alright, we gotta hit here, 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 here. She'll list like 6 restaurants that we have to go to and eat while we're there. It's pretty funny. So, she would probably liken some amazing food to the best lover of your life, but only for one night. So, yeah, I could totally see Edir or Eder and my wife definitely getting along.
It took a while for word of the purges to reach us. AFAsians being murdered in the streets, Cold Morn and the like. No way would they let something like that happen in Gilded Vale. That's what they all said. But the weeks went by and the purges spread. Pretty soon they weren't so sure my brother fought for Deerwood. And they weren't so sure I did. Caught me by surprise after all the celebrating. Should have seen it coming after the tailor said he was going to fit me for some new clothes, but then all he wanted was my neck measurement.
Really?
Nah, not that last part. But you had to think about it. Says a lot about the place I've been calling home all these years.
Yeah, no kidding. Alright, well, we'll continue
What's on your
babbling.
mind?
We'll continue babbling with him in the next episode, guys. We'll maybe hit up one character per episode in the future, so I'll talk to Eder for the rest of it, and then we'll go and we'll talk to some of the other folks. I think we're only going to be able to talk to the named individuals. I don't think we'll actually be able to talk to... Yeah, see, we can't talk to the ones that we made.
Yeah.
So just the named people in our party is what we'll be able to talk to. So Aloth and, of course, Eder. Alright, folks, that's going to do it for this episode. I want to thank you for joining me here on The Freak Show. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for joining me, and I hope that you enjoyed yourself, and you will like, comment, subscribe, and share the video, and I'll see you guys in the very next episode. Until then, my name's Bumpy McSquigums, and I will see you later.